Hello and welcome to the new workshop on the one-way FSI. The FSI stands for the fluid solid interaction for the flow over power plant cooling tower. Now just watch this video. This is the deformation because of the wind loads, and these wind loads are calculated from the CFD fluid and then applied in the Ansys mechanical to get this deformation on the structure. And in this workshop, we are going to learn about the one-way FSI. The one-way FSI means that we will just transfer loads from CFD to Ansys structure, and not the reverse, that we will again now will transfer that deformed shape into the fluid to get the new mesh, and then so this is not a two-way process, this is a one-way process. And for CFD, we are going to use a fluid, and for the FEA part, we are going to use a static structural inside the Ansys mechanical software to perform the one-way FSI. This is a schematic for this whole project. So first of all, we create geometry for this cooling tower, and then for CFD purpose, we have to create the domain around that geometry. But for the FEA, we just need the same geometry, and for FEA, we just make the mesh inside the solid body. But for CFD purpose, we have to make the mesh around the body and including the domain where the air is. And then we make the solution the CFD, and that solution will be transferred to static structural to apply the wind loads on the structure. And then we calculate the deformations or many other things you can if you want to. And here you can see the geometry dimensions for the cooling tower, and here the procedure to make the geometry in a space claim. And here the domain for the same geometry for the CFD simulation in the fluid. And here is the meshing done in the Ansys meshing for the fluid. And here is the overall boundary condition we use for the CFD simulation in fluid again. And these are some results from the CFD analysis. And here is the setup for the Ansys mechanical. And the model we are using is the static structural, means that we are going to model only as a static structure, means that we will not model this as some transient case, but only one time deformation will be predicted from this simulation. And these are the very important things, which are to import the pressure from CFD, and that pressure will be applied on this geometry, and because of the pressure the deformation will take place, and the task is to get those deformations done in the Ansys mechanical. And again, there are some results of after deformation in the structure of cooling tower.